What did they feel? Ichigo! Hi everyone! I am going to react to Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War, episode 21, The Headless Star. And last episode, Kenpachi! It was so good to see him, his Senpacto, knowing his Senpacto's name, and unleashing the Shikai, right? Cutting meteor this in half, defeating that visual whatever imagination. What are they called? The Quincy, Stone Reader. Either way, it was awesome. Last episode was so awesome. I'm like, loved it. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feeling. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. For taking it around. This episode was so awesome. What is so awesome about anime in general, especially these types of animes like Bleach, is the entrances. The entrances. Like, you had... Okay. Kenpachi has just finished his battle with V, and he won. And then those girls showed up, and they kept attacking, and he couldn't move. And then they were like, okay, now let's kill him. And Ichigo showed up. Oh no, wait. First off, they showed Rukia and Byakuya, and they were like traveling, and they felt Kenpachi's Rishi, what spiritual pressure, like disappearing or something or other like that, and they were like, should we go there? I think Rukia wanted to go there, but then Byakuya is like, you're still not fully okay. And then they felt Ichigo's spiritual pressure, and then they showed everybody feeling his pressure, and they showed those girls feeling the pressure. Excuse me. And then he landed, and the very next second he was like right there next to them. And then he was telling Kenpachi, I didn't know that I never thought that I will ever be able to tell you this or whatever, that he came to help. Oh, that was cool. And yeah, there was a battle between, I was never worried about that Ichigo in that instance with all those girls attacking him. Because usually that's how it goes in anime, man. That's how it goes. When a character goes through special training and then he shows up for the very first time, no one that he's facing is going to be able to defeat him, okay? So that's why when all these girls were attacking, I was just here looking at them doing the thing. Oh, excuse me. Just there, seeing them doing the thing. And then they showed Yu Hapaha at one point with Hashirito and Uryu, and they're like, it's time, or something or other like that. And then there was that one dude that also saying, it's time, I'm not going to be one of the chosen. I'm like, yeah, chosen for what? I don't know what it was time for. So Ichigo was there taking care of those people. And then Bus B shows up, shut the girls down, and was like, this is going to be, he wants to take the honor of killing Ichigo because he was the most special threat among the special threats. And then another one showed up, and then another one. All these stone readers showed up, and they were like, they were gonna kill Ichigo. And Ichigo, you see the blue light, whatever, going in the background. He's like, what is that? And it was Iwabaha with Uryu. He didn't know Uryu was there yet. But he knew Iwabaha was there. So he was starting to go after them. But they're like, you're not going anywhere because we're not going to let you go anywhere. And, and then one of them was about to attack. And then you see Renji's kicking Zabimaru. I'm like, yay, Renji. And then Renji told him, you can go. I know you have a score to settle with Yuhabaha, so you can have him. I'm not gonna let these people come after you. And then they were about to attack again. And then you see Senbon Sakura. You see Senbon Sakura. And then you see Byakuya, you see Renji. I think Ikaku was there. Who else was there? The guy with the scythe, and then I always forget his name. Like, all these people showed up so that they can, take care of those Storm Ritters and let Ichigo go after Yuhabaha. And then he kept going after Yuhabaha. And then you see, I knew Renji was gonna be, not Renji, Uryu was gonna be the one to show up and defend Yuhabaha or whatever. And he shot at Ichigo, and Ichigo, of course, could not believe that Ishida was standing right next to Yuhabaha and calling him His Majesty. And it's like, what are you doing there? Of course, he's not gonna give you any explanation. And then he launched all his arrows at Ichigo, and then Chado and Orihime just dropped out of nowhere and stopped him. And I'm like, where'd y'all come from? Like, where's everybody come from? Either way, they're there, and they're also looking at Ishida, and then Ishida just like turning around and going with Yuhabaha. Yuhabaha is like, so are you, have you said your goodbyes? He's like, yeah. And it's gonna be eternal or something or other, like, sort of like basically like, as if they were not gonna see each other anymore or something. They will never see each other again or something or other like that. And he's like, yeah, no. And then they just went up there, and then it seems like the thing closed. So when they were saying it was time, I'm like, time for what? What is it time for? And then that's when they showed Mayuri, and Mayuri was explaining that everything that the outfit that Ichigo wore was made of bones and hairs or whatever of the people up there in the royal palace. It was supposed to help him break down the 72 barriers to get to the Sirete. And now that the barrier has been open, basically, it's going to be open for like 6,000 seconds before it closes back up. And I'm like, the people that gave him the clothes, like the people he trained with and all of that, Squad Zero, the members of Squad Zero should know, they have to know, that if he wore that and went down there, broke those barriers, that the barriers to the royal palace, like the hole to the opening, there was going to be an opening to the royal palace, and that these people were going to take advantage of it. They have to know that. And clearly, based on what, I had to stop and look up his name again. Based on what Kyoraku said, he also knew that those people knew that they were going to try to take advantage of that and get into the royal palace. So he's like, what are these people thinking about? And then they showed the big dude, they showed him there just having this smile on his face, like, okay. So clearly they have a plan. I just don't know what their plan is, because they know the door was going to be open. They know that Yuhabaha will come in there, will take advantage of it and come there. And if you just standing there, just having this big old smile on your face and just sitting there waiting, and they're coming, that means you have something in mind, right? And then they showed Aizen also for a little bit, because that's been his thing, going to the royal palace and get it to the Soul King. That's what he's been trying to do. Find the key and open the thing and go there. And the fact that now the door is open, of course they're going to show him. I just didn't see how exactly he's feeling in that particular moment. Because that's been his goal. And now he's captured. And he's there in prison while the door to the royal palace is open. So it's like, I want to see I want to know how he's feeling. I want to see how he's feeling. I can't help but wonder. Yeah. I was about to say, I can't help but wonder if they are gonna let him out so that they can help him defeat the Quincy's and whatnot. But I don't know if you want to do that, because that would be way too much of a risk. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Also, I feel like there's still something in the back of my mind that is telling me that Ishida is just playing like a long-term game. Like he's not really part of Yuhabaha's crew. Like he's after something. It's not that he's turned his back on his friends, because they're friends, okay? You're not gonna tell me that Ichigo and the others are not friends with Ishida. They are friends, and I don't care. Like, we have not seen, at least in my opinion, I haven't seen anything in the show since the beginning that's made me like, I haven't seen any seed implanted that would lead me to totally believe in him turning his back on the Soul Reapers and on Ichigo and the others. Like, I haven't seen anything. Yes, he's a Quincy. Yes, historically Quincy's and Soul Reapers are enemies. He's known that since the very beginning, okay? But he still has helped protect Soul Society, help protect the Soul Reapers. He's went on these adventures with Ichigo and, Orihime and everybody. Chado. He's went on these adventures with them. I have not seen if they have been planted the seeds of him turning. Like if he was really gonna turn toward the end, I feel like they would have implanted way more seeds than I've seen. I haven't seen it. Yes, when he was, I don't quite remember, where was it? He said that he couldn't go because he had to do with the Soul Reapers. He couldn't help Ichigo because he had to do with the Soul Reapers, and he's a Quincy and he's not gonna help the Soul Reapers or whatnot. But like, still, that doesn't. I still don't 100% believe in this turn of his. So I'm hoping that that's the case. And if it's not the case, then there better be like a logical and believable explanation as to why he's working with Yuhabaha right now. Because I'm not going to fully believe it until I get those answers that Ichigo asked him, like, why are you there? But yeah, so I love this episode. Like, I loved it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And you can also see the full line for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. You can't kill my vibe, oh baby, burning out now like a shooting star. So, hitoga yo so na on. Ikaute yate kuru. どうしてあねぎきも疑う